All right, let's dive in. Imagine this. You escaping to a tropical paradise, but not just for a week, not for 2 weeks, a whole month in Boracay.
Oh, that sounds incredible.
We're talking about really getting to know the island, finding those hidden beaches, really experiencing the local culture, the
A
food.
deep dive, right, beyond the usual tourist spots.
Exactly. And to help us plan this ultimate Boracay adventure, we have, well, someone who basically lives and breathes Boracay.
Well, I wouldn't say live and breathe it, but I've spent a lot of time there, and I'm happy to share what I know.
Perfect. So let's start with the basics. Where's Boracay, geographically speaking?
Boracay is this little island nestled in the western Visayas region of the Philippines, known for, I'm sure you've seen the pictures, crystal clear waters and just incredible coral reef.
It's funny because I think most people, when they think of Boracay, they picture white beach. Like, that's the image that comes to mind.
Yeah, and it's definitely iconic. You can't go to Boracay and not see White Beach. But you're right, there's so much more to the island, especially if you have a whole month to explore.
So would you say that for a month-long trip, White Beach is maybe like the starting point and then we branch out from there?
Exactly. I would actually suggest a whole beach hopping strategy for your trip. You know, experience the different vibes of each beach.
I love that idea.
Okay.
Okay, so let's break down this beach hopping strategy. Where should we start?
Well, like we said, White Beach is kind of the central hub. It's actually divided into 3 sections. They call stations 1, 2, and 3. Each one has a different feel.
Oh, interesting. What are the differences?
So station 1 is kind of the, I guess you'd say, the more upscale area. Lots of fancy resorts, more of a tranquil atmosphere, perfect for sunset cocktails, you know, that kind of vibe.
Got it. Soaking up that luxury.
Yeah.
What about Station 2?
Station 2 is where all the action is. This is where you'll find D-Mall, which is the main shopping and dining area. It's buzzing with activity.
Sounds lively. And Station 3?
Station 3 is more laid back, a little bit more bohemian, some great beachfront restaurants, and a bit more of a local feel.
Okay, so White Beach itself has a lot of variety.
Exactly. It's like a microcosm of the whole island.
But for those of us seeking a more secluded escape, where should we head? Away from the crowds.
If you want tranquility, head north to Puka Shell Beach. You get those beautiful puka shells that give the beach its name. It's perfect for long walks, shell collecting, that kind of thing.
Puka Shell Beach. Got it. Now, when I picture Boracay, I always think of those dramatic rock formations, crystal clear water, that picture-perfect scene. Where can we find that?
Oh, Ilimbin Beach, for sure. It's on the western side of the island, these incredible rock formations jutting out into the sea, forming these little coves. The sunsets there are just amazing.
Already adding that to the list. Now, let's say I want complete peace and quiet, like total disconnect. Is there a beach for that?
Absolutely. Temasan Beach. It's tucked away on the southern tip of the island. Powdery white sand, crystal clear water, and hardly anyone there. You can even rent a kayak and just paddle over.
Oh, wow, a hidden paradise. So we've got our beach hopping itinerary sorted.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling Boracay has more to offer than just beaches, right?
You're absolutely right. There's a whole world of adventure waiting on land. For the thrill seekers out there, you have to check out Ariel's Point. It's this amazing spot where you can cliff jump into the water from different heights.
I'm not sure cliff jumping is for me, but I do love a good view. What about Mount Lujo? I've heard it offers some amazing panoramas.
Mount Lujo is the highest point on the island, and the views are just breathtaking. You can see the entire island, all the beaches, the lush greenery, even the surrounding islands. You can hike up, rent a motorbike, or there are guided tours, too.
Sounds amazing. So we have adventure, we have relaxation. Now, I'm curious, what about something a little more offbeat, a slower pace?
Oh, you could check out the Boracay Butterfly Garden. It's this peaceful little oasis where you can wander among all these colorful butterflies. They have information about conservation efforts, too. It's really interesting.
That sounds lovely, a nice change of pace. Now, for someone who really wants to go deep, to experience those hidden corners of Boracay, what would you recommend?
I would say find a local guide and ask for a customized island tour. Not the big touristy ones, but someone who really knows the island and can take you to those hidden gems that you won't find in the guidebooks.
Those secret spots that only the locals know about. I love that. Okay, we've covered beaches, we've covered land adventures, but let's be real. When I think Boracay, I think water activities. What's a must-do underwater experience?
Oh, you have to go snorkeling or diving. The coral reefs are incredible. So many different species of fish, sea turtles, just vibrant, teeming with life.
I can just imagine swimming through that crystal clear water, surrounded by all those colorful fish. Now, what about island hopping? Are there any nearby islands that are worth a visit?
Definitely. There's Crystal Cove, which is known for its stunning caves and snorkeling spots. And if you're a diver, Malapascua Island is famous for its thresher sharks.
Thresher sharks. Okay, that's on the bucket list. Now, what if I'm looking for something a bit more exhilarating?
Boracay has plenty of options for that. You can go parasailing, get a bird's eye view of the island. Or try kiteboarding. The wind conditions there are perfect for it.
Kiteboarding. Okay. I might need a listen or two for that. What about for those of us who aren't quite ready to conquer the wind and waves? Anything a little more low-key?
Oh, absolutely. You can rent jet skis, go kayaking along the coast, or try stand-up paddleboarding. And if you want something completely different, you can play golf at the Fairways and Blue Water Resort. It has amazing ocean views.
Golf with ocean views. That's a new one. Okay, so after all that activity, we're definitely going to be hungry.
Yeah.
What's the Boracay nightlife and food scene like?
The nightlife is legendary. Lots of energy, something for everyone. And the food, oh, the food is amazing. You have everything from casual beachside restaurants to more upscale dining options.
So where should we go for the best nightlife?
Each station has its own vibe. Station 1 is more sophisticated, lots of lounges and cocktail bars. Station 2 is where the parties are, big clubs, live music. And Station 3 is more laid-back, beachfront bars with fire dancers, that kind of vibe.
Okay, I'm getting a sense of each station's personality. Now, let's talk food. What are some must-try dishes? What shouldn't we miss?
Well, first and foremost, you have to try the seafood. It's so fresh, caught daily. Imagine a grilled seafood platter right on the beach, just delicious.
My mouth is watering already. And what about some classic Filipino dishes?
You can't go wrong with Halo Halo. It's this incredible dessert with shaved ice, sweet beans, fruits, leche flan, ubi ice cream. It's a whole experience.
Halo Halo, got it. I have a sweet tooth, so I'm definitely trying that.
What else? Oh, and you have to try adobo. It's a classic Filipino dish made with chicken or pork, braised in soy sauce, vinegar, garlic, peppercorns. So flavorful.
Adobo, noted. Anything else for those of us with a sweet tooth? Anything uniquely Filipino?
If you like sweet things, try ube halaya. It's this vibrant purple yam jam, often served with rice cakes or bread. So good.
Ubi halaya. Okay, I'm adding that to the list too.
Yeah.
Now, after a long day of exploring and eating, we need somewhere to rest our heads. What are some of the accommodation options in Boracay?
Well, you have everything from budget-friendly guest houses to super luxurious resorts. For the ultimate luxury experience, there's the Shangri-La Boracay Resort and Spa.
Wow, that sounds incredible. Any other luxury options?
If you want beachfront elegance, check out Discovery Shores Boracay. And if you're a golfer, the Fairways and Blue Water Resort is a great option. It has that amazing golf course we talked about earlier.
Okay, those all sound amazing. But what about something a little more classic Boracay, something that really captures the essence of the island?
For a classic Boracay experience, check out the Boracay Regency Beach Resort and Spa. It's right on Station 1, and it has everything you could want. Beachfront access, pools, a spa, great restaurants.
Perfect. And for budget-conscious travelers.
Microtel by Wyndham Boracay is a great option. Comfortable and affordable without sacrificing location or quality.
Okay, so we've got beaches, adventures, nightlife, food, and even places to stay. This trip is really coming together. But before we get too carried away, let's talk logistics. How do we actually get to Boracay?
The easiest way is to fly. You can fly into Calabo International Airport, which is a little further away but usually has cheaper flights. Or you can fly directly to Caticlan Airport, which is closer to the island. And then from either airport, you can take a ferry or a van to get to Boracay.
Got it. So flights booked, transportation figured out. What's one important thing that every visitor to Boracay should keep in mind, especially if they're aiming for a more sustainable and responsible kind of travel experience?
One of the most important things is to respect the island's commitment to sustainability. They have a ban on single-use plastics, so pack your reusable water bottle, your reusable bags. Be mindful of the environment and the local community.
Absolutely. Protecting these beautiful destinations is so important. Now, before we wrap up this part of our Boracay deep dive, is there anything else we should know before embarking on this epic month-long adventure?
I think the main thing is to be aware of the weather. Boracay has a tropical climate, so it's warm and sunny pretty much year-round. But the best time to visit is during the dry season, which runs from December to May. You'll have the most sunshine and the best beach weather.
Sunshine and beaches sounds perfect. Anything else I should keep in mind, especially with all the water activities we talked about?
Just remember to be safe. Water activities can be exhilarating, but it's important to follow safety guidelines. Don't overestimate your abilities. And, it's interesting to know that back in 2018, Boracay underwent a pretty major rehabilitation project.
Oh, really? Tell me about that.
Yeah, it was a 6-month project to address some environmental concerns and improve the infrastructure. They upgraded sewage systems, improved waste management, worked on beach erosion control, things like that. And they put stricter regulations in place for businesses and tourism to ensure everything is sustainable.
Wow, so it sounds like they're really taking steps to protect the island for the future.
Absolutely. The Philippine government is really committed to making sure Boracay remains a top tourist destination, but in a sustainable way that protects the environment and the local community.
Well, that's definitely reassuring. It makes me even more excited to experience this beautiful island.
Oh, I think you're going to love it.
I have a feeling I will.
Yeah.
But I also have a feeling our Boracay adventure is far from over. We've only just scratched the surface of what this island has to offer. We'll be back to continue exploring the heart of Boracay and uncover even more hidden gems and must-do experiences.
You know, it's amazing, right? Boracay, I mean. It's this incredible mix of like luxury and authenticity.
Yeah, you have these amazing high-end resorts, and then right around the corner, you're in the middle of local life.
Exactly. You can have that luxury experience, but then you step right out and you're immersed in the local culture. So cool.
I love that. It's like you can choose your own adventure in Boracay, go super high-end, or get that real, authentic experience.
Yeah, totally. And with a whole month, you have time for both.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for someone who wants to get that authentic Boracay experience, where do you even start?
Honestly, you got to get off the beaten path a little bit, venture beyond the main tourist areas, get lost in those back streets.
Yeah, like explore those local markets we hear about.
Yeah.
Actually interact with the locals.
Exactly. Those hidden gems, you know? The experiences you won't find in any guidebook.
It's a real deal. And speaking of real deal, food is like the best way to connect with the culture, right?
Oh, 100%.
So beyond the seafood platters and fancy restaurants, what are some local spots we should look for? Where should we eat?
Put the guidebook away. Seriously. Just follow your nose. Let those amazing smells of street food guide you.
Oh, I love that. Like those hole-in-the-wall places that only locals know about.
Yes, that's where the good stuff is. Okay, you have to try quinoa.
Quinoa. What's that?
It's kind of like Filipino ceviche. Fresh, raw fish, marinated in vinegar, onions, ginger. Tangy, so good.
Oh, wow. That sounds amazing. Quinoa is. I'm feeling adventurous. What's something a little more daring? Something I wouldn't find anywhere else.
Okay, if you're feeling really brave, try dalit.
Balut. I've heard of that, but what is it exactly?
It's a fertilized duck egg, boiled and eaten right from the shell.
Whoa. Okay. That's definitely different.
Yeah, it's not for everyone, but it's a real Filipino experience.
All right. Balut. Noted.
Yeah.
Might take some mental preparation. So let's say we've explored the beaches, eaten all the local food, even tried balut. What else can you do in Boracay for a whole month?
I think with a longer trip, you can really start to embrace that island life, you know? Slow down, get into that relaxed pace.
Yeah, like not rushing from one thing to the next.
Exactly. Take it slow, savor it. Imagine this. You wake up, you take a leisurely stroll along the beach, watch the sunrise.
Oh, that sounds so peaceful.
Right. Just pure tranquility. You can take yoga classes on the beach, get a massage, or just relax by the pool with a drink. Watch the sunset, maybe enjoy some live music.
It's that balance, right? Relaxation and exploration.
Yeah, exactly. And with a month, you can find that rhythm, your own way of experiencing Boracay.
I love that. Create your own personal paradise.
Right.
But you know, Boracay also has opportunities to learn something new, right? Beyond just relaxing.
Absolutely. You could take a cooking class, learn how to make those delicious Filipino dishes you've been trying.
Oh, that's a great idea. What else?
You could try some traditional crafts like weaving or pottery.
I love that. Like bring a piece of Boracay home with you. The skills, the memories.
And, you know, it's a great way to support the local community, learning from those local artisans, buying unique souvenirs.
Okay, so cooking, crafts, beach walks, sunset watching. Starting to sound like a perfect retreat. But I still feel like there's more to discover, isn't there?
Always. You know, one thing I really recommend is experiencing Filipino hospitality. The people in Boracay are just so warm, so welcoming. They love sharing their culture and stories.
Yeah, their warmth and hospitality are legendary. That's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
Oh, you won't be disappointed. And one of the best ways to really connect with that hospitality is to stay in a locally owned guest house or homestay.
Oh, tell me more about that.
It's a much more personal experience. You connect with your hosts, learn about their life, and they can show you those hidden spots that only locals know about.
Okay, I'm sold. Homestay it is. It's about more than just the tourist attractions, right? It's about connecting with the real Boracay.
Yeah, exactly. Those authentic connections and experiences that make a trip really special.
Before we wrap up this part of our Boracay deep dive, what's one thing you wish every visitor knew before they go, especially first-timers?
Honestly, come with an open mind and be willing to embrace the unexpected.
I love that. Like, let go of expectations, be open to surprises.
Boracay is a place to disconnect from your everyday life, reconnect with yourself. Come with a sense of adventure and be ready to experience that Filipino spirit.
That's beautiful. You've painted such a vivid picture of Boracay. It's more than just a beach, it's a whole experience.
It really is. And sometimes the most memorable moments are the ones you don't plan for.
So ditch those rigid itineraries.
Right.
Be open to detours.
Exactly. Get lost in the beauty of Boracay, talk to the locals, wander off the beaten path, see where the island takes you.
Just be present. Savor each moment. Let the magic happen.
And when you come back from a trip like that, it's not just the memories, it's the feeling, that sense of connection you bring back with you.
You're right, that connection to the place, the people, the rhythm, that stays with you long after you leave.
It really does. That's the real magic of Boracay. It stays with you.
Wow. I think we've sparked some serious Boracay wanderlust out there.
I hope so. It's a special place, and I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures.
So if you're dreaming of your own Boracay escape, whether it's a week, a month, or even longer, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, share your plans, your questions, your excitement.
Until next time, may your journeys be full of wonder, discovery, and lots of sunshine.
Absolutely. Safe travels, everyone, and may your Boracay adventure be everything you've dreamed of.
Okay, we're back. And, just talking about Boracay, I can practically feel the sand between my toes.
I know, right? That feeling of relaxation and excitement all at once. Like I'm ready for adventure, but also I just want to chill on the beach.
That's the thing about Boracay, isn't it? That perfect blend of, energy and tranquility.
It's pretty unique, that's for sure. It can be as lively or as laid back as you want it to be.
And I feel like even after all this, we've barely scratched the surface. There's just so much to discover in Boracay.
Oh, yeah. There's always something new to find. Every time I go, I discover something different.
Thinking about a whole month there, it's not just a vacation, it's like a journey, a chance to really connect with the island.
Exactly. It's not about rushing from one thing to the next. It's about slowing down and really experiencing the island's rhythm.
One thing that keeps coming back to me is that contrast we talked about. That vibrant energy, the nightlife, the adventure, but then also those quiet beaches, the local culture.
It's a pretty amazing mix. You can have days filled with activities and then days where you just completely unwind. You choose your own pace.
So as we wrap up our Boracay deep dive, what's your one essential piece of advice for anyone planning a trip there, especially if they're going for a whole month?
Honestly, don't overplan. It can be tempting, I know, with so much time, but the best experiences often happen when you're open to the unexpected.
So embrace those spontaneous moments. Be okay with detours, with things not going exactly according to plan.
Exactly. Let go of the itinerary and just see where the island takes you. Talk to the locals, explore those hidden paths. That's where the magic happens.
Just be present, be open, let Boracay work its magic.
And when you come back from a trip like that, it's not just about the memories you made, it's about that feeling you bring back with you.
That feeling of connection to the place, to the people, to the rhythm of the island, it stays with you long after you've left.
It really does. That's what makes Boracay so special. It touches your soul.
Well said. I think we've officially inspired some Boracay dreams out there.
I hope so. It's a truly magical place, and I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures.
So if you're dreaming of your own Boracay escape, whether it's a week, a month, or even longer, we want to hear from you.
Share your plans, your questions, anything. Let's keep the Boracay conversation going.
Until next time, safe travels, everyone. May your journeys be filled with adventure, with relaxation, and with that special Boracay magic.
Cheers to that. And may your Boracay experience be everything you've ever dreamed of.